Thank you for tuning in to the Orange County Baseball Officials Association Training Film Series. My name is Steve Wanamaker, the instructional chairman for the 2020 season, and today's episode is focused on batter's interference. We'll start by taking a look at the rule. The first element to consider is that the catcher must make an attempt to put out a runner, but is not actually required to complete the throw. If he halts his throw because of the batter's illegal action, that is enough to warrant an interference call. There are four forms of batter's interference: leaning over the plate, stepping out of the batter's box, making any other movement that hinders the catcher. And it's important to point out here that the box is not a safe haven. If the batter makes a movement that hinders the catcher, even though he's still in the box, he is liable for batter's interference. And then of course there's follow-through interference, but we're going to cover that in a separate video. So if a batter does anything described in A, B, or C, interference is not necessarily automatic. The catcher must still be hindered in some way. However, I do believe that we'll stay out of trouble more often than not if we make the interference call if there's any doubt at all about the hindrance or lack thereof. Alright, so first play we'll take a look at here has R1 stealing. The batter actually strikes out. This is strike 3, and he falls over the plate. And what I want you to focus on here is the plate umpire in the upper right hand corner. You can see that he has come out in front of home plate, and the reason he does this is he's going to view his partner's call at second base, see that safe is the call, and then he's going to reinforce his call. I think this is just an excellent job to be big, to show that the batter's out for striking out, that the runner's out for the batter's interference. Just a really good mechanic, shows confidence. We'll take another look at it here. Again, he falls right over home plate. Plate umpire points at the call, and then he's going to view his partner's call here. So this is a great angle as well. There's actually contact, which of course is not required for batter's interference. Alright, so similar play right here. We've got R1 stealing. We've got a batter that swings and falls over the plate. You can see the plate umpire call the interference right there. R1 is safe at second base. So what I want to focus on is the batter's action right here. He has stepped over the plate. We do still require some sort of hindrance or interference to make this call, but I do think that if we make the call when the batter falls over the plate like that, more often than not we're going to stay out of trouble versus if we don't make that call. So I think we need to give the benefit of the doubt to the catcher in this case. So you can see again he makes the call. I'd like to see him step out in front of the plate. And again right here, different angle, you can see that it's not clear that there's absolutely hindrance, but again, make this call and I think you're going to stay out of trouble. Sometimes hindrance isn't all that obvious. In this case we've got a batter that steps a little bit over the plate and tries to get out of the way, but you can see that his foot actually hinders the catcher's stride as he goes to throw out R1. So it's important for us as plate umpires to see the entire play in front of us from head to foot really, and make sure that we're viewing any potential hindrance. Again, we've got another angle of it right here where the catcher's stride is shortened, and we're going to see actually another look at it here a little bit closer up. You can see right there the batter's foot and the catcher's foot are really in very close proximity, and the batter's committed the infraction. In this play you'll see the batter swing and step over the plate as in previous plays, and then you can see the catcher right there. He has to throw straight over the top of the batter's helmet. You can see the base umpire look back. I think he's expecting the batter's interference to be called. It's not actually called on this play. That's not meant to be a criticism of the plate umpire. Perhaps he viewed it in a little bit of a different way. But the expectation in high school baseball on a play like this where the batter is standing straight up in front of the catcher over home plate, the expectation is that batter's interference should be called on this play. You can see it right there. We'll see it from another angle here from the rear view. Right there you can see it's hard to imagine that the catcher wasn't hindered. Alright, so this play is a good example of that part C in the batter's interference rule, where the batter makes any other movement that hinders the catcher. You can see it right here. He reaches out for the ball after it's been blocked by the catcher. Both runners actually advanced on this play. You can see the catcher actually try to then make the play there. So in this play, the batter's going to be out for batter's interference. Both runners are going to be sent back to their bases at the time of the pitch. Thank you for taking the time to watch this edition of the OCBOA training film series on batter's interference. Please keep your eye out for future videos.